Just the moon. Before I say anything, don't go hollow on me.
What?
Don't go hollow on me.
What the
It was
fuck?
so shit.
Okay, so talking about Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
In particular 3 or just Dark Souls in general?
The series.
This series,
Yeah.
okay. So you've completed all of them, yeah?
Every single one, you game plus 7 on Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
And probably like 4 playthroughs on each game.
Okay, so you would be a veteran, no doubt.
I spent a lot of time.
I
Much time.
don't like to brag, but
Spent too
I'm
much time.
100% at all of them.
I haven't 100%ed 3 yet because
Okay, fine. DLC.
no, DLC doesn't include in the achievements. For Dark Souls.
I'd murder the developer. Fuck that.
Why?
Because like, this is gonna tell what type of games I'm into.
Oh yeah.
Telltale and Lego games, perfect for achievements because they're so fucking easy. Like whenever there's new DLC, there's more achievements, and I'm like, I can go do more shit. Minecraft does that as well.
Mm.
Like there's more achievements. I'm like, yeah. Sorry, go on, Dark Souls.
So, what is this whole stigma about Dark Souls being like a hard game? And why do so many people pick it up and be like, oh fuck this game, I'm not gonna play it. Like you.
Yeah, like me.
Perfect example of you.
So I should say
So,
I've played.
tell your Dark Souls experience.
I've played all 3.
You bought all 3. You purchased all 3
No,
copies?
no, not full price. Fuck no. I think I purchased 3 full price. I got I got either 1 or 2 for free with games with gold.
Yeah.
And then I got there was a sale on the other one. I can't remember which. So I think collectively I paid out 1.5 games for 3. And that's just so a friend of ours, Eddie, he did. Should I name him?
Call him out.
Should I name him?
Just say Edward Whitehill.
Ed, fuck it. It's
Call
in
him
there
wisely.
already. I'm not
That's
editing
it.
this out.
Call
Fuck
him,
off.
call him wisely, because that's his Dark Souls name.
What? Fuck. Okay, so he challenged me in like year 10 or something to beat the first boss in Dark Souls 2. And I did that.
I was actually there when he challenged
When
me.
I Snapchatted. Yeah,
I was
no,
at his
because it was
house.
at lunch one day.
I was at his house.
And then I sent you guys the Snapchat of me
Yeah.
actually beating him.
Funny enough, I was at his house and we were playing Dark Souls.
Oh, of course you were.
Yeah.
I mean, what else?
Because I've been over his house like 5 times.
Fair enough.
No, I've been over his house so many times, but 5 times,
Just Dark Souls.
5 recent times, just Dark Souls. We
Yeah,
played Dark
yeah.
Souls for like 12
Because you guys
hours.
did that 24-hour, or whatever it's called, this where you try to beat all of them in something hours.
We did 1 and 2 in an afternoon and
Fuck.
a night and a half, and the following day.
Shit.
So like
Good on you.
all bosses
Okay.
as well.
So the question is, what is this? What is it? What is the stigma? Why?
Why do people like flake out of Dark Souls?
Okay, so
Because from someone who's completed the games, I feel like these games are amazing. It's my favorite franchise. It's the most fun I've had playing the game. Most rewarding experience I've had from playing the game, from finishing these games as well. So, it's hard. It's heartbreaking when someone plays a game and they just like drop it and say
Immediately.
it's too hard. Why is it so hard? And I feel like there's too much hype. Like, oh, it's a really hard game. Only the best people can beat it, or whatever.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
And, yeah.
Okay, so at least this is obviously going to be different for everyone, but for me personally, it's very unrewarding. Like, sorry, not the bad. Sorry. I meant unforgiving. Where if you die, you go back to the last campfire. Like
Campfire, you're gonna get slaughtered.
Bonfire.
Bonfire. Yeah.
You go back to where you last saved. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Fuck you.
I'm gonna call from that from now.
Dick.
Oh,
So-
shit.
It is very unforgiving in that sense, and plus there's a lot of shit to get over. Okay, so unforgivingness aside, it's a lot to learn. Like, I had to. Was it you or Eddie that? It was you that took me through Estus shards, like the whole.
Oh yeah.
Like when we sat down for like an hour when we were drunk and played Dark Souls. that took a while to learn. Like, if you want to know what all the items that you have are, it does take a while to learn because it throws you into the middle of nowhere. I mean, like, it does. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I know Breath of the Wild Zelda does that and it's fucking awesome, but Dark Souls is very hard and unforgiving, and I can't see myself. Obviously, if I like delved into it, I'm sure I would love it, but me and my commitment issues are too much of a barrier to get into this, to fully sink into this game. Obviously, that's different for everyone. I think I probably have to piss off Eddie. I've never once said it's a bad game, but it's fucking hard. And I just don't have I do, but I just don't want to commit that much to play the game.
Yeah, so based on that, I have this theory that the first Dark Souls game you play to completion will be your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of repetition in the following games, in my opinion. There's a lot of like.
So you're saying the first one is the best? Like
because I only say that because the first one is the first one I played.
Okay.
I do think the first one is the best.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I also think 2 is really strong in the multiplayer.
I've heard 2 is the hardest. Would you say that's true?
No, I've heard the 2 is the easiest by far.
Really? I've heard
No.
2 is the hardest, 3 is the easiest.
2 is the easiest, followed by 3.
Mm-hmm.
No. Actually, from a perspective like a Souls, people who played Souls before, obviously they'd say 3 is the easiest because they have experience in Souls games.
Okay, fair enough. Yep, I agree.
3 is definitely the hardest for the newest players.
Okay. So if you want to get into the Dark Souls, don't play 3.
Play 2. It's definitely easier than any of the other ones.
Okay.
Saying that, some of the reasons why I enjoyed Dark Souls so much, basically there are like 4 main points. 1, my favorite part is beating the boss. That's the most rewarding part.
I will admit, when I have played and I've beaten a boss, it's fucking enjoyable. Yeah, like when you beat a boss, you feel so happy. I remember, I think it's 3 in the 3rd boss. I remember playing with Eddie, and he literally wouldn't let me. Like, he wouldn't do anything. He just avoided it at all costs and let me do it myself. And it was the tree boss, I think. Does that ring a bell? Do you know what he's called? You drop down into this huge arena thing, and there's like a giant tree, and it's like, I think it's a tree. It's like,
wait, is this number 3?
Yeah.
Number 3. Oh yeah. The cursed rotted.
Yes. I played that, and it took me maybe 5 goes, and he just wouldn't, like, he was in the game with me, but he just wouldn't do anything. And he was like...
What an asshole.
No, but I'm glad he did it, because he was like, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
You have to do this, because I want you to know what the hype is about.
But I'll tell you why he's an asshole.
We all know why he's an asshole. Go on.
Right, so briefly, so I said the first factor of the 4 main reasons why I enjoy this game.
Mm-hmm.
1 is bosses, 2 is level design, 3 is the lore, and 4 is like the multiplayer.
Okay, I haven't done much with the lore, the multiplayer, but I have heard that the lore is fucking awesome.
It is
when
amazing.
You delve into it.
Yeah. So we'll start with bosses.
Okay.
Just like the sheer feeling of defeating a boss after dying so many times over and over again to it. Once you learn those attack moves, attack patterns, you get it down, you get the roll timing down.
You know what you're doing.
And you're like, okay, I've got it this time. You go in, you kill it, and you're like, finally, yes, progression. You find that progression, and you're like, alright, cool. Now we can go on to the next boss, and the next boss, and the next boss.
Yeah.
And it's like this, it's an addiction, really.
I will admit,
it's an addiction.
I can't compare it to any other Dark Souls thing. Exact same with Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. The Divine Beasts, which are the main boss, there's only like 4, and then there's the main boss. Every time you beat a boss, it's not challenging as Dark Souls, but it's still like, it's satisfying when you beat a boss, because it's like, you probably die maybe 2 or 3 times, not as many as Dark Souls, but it's still like, you get that feeling of, this was fun, and it was challenging. So I understand where you're coming from, obviously not to that degree, but yeah, I get what you mean by the bosses can be fucking fun.
Yep, and just want to know that, like, the range of bosses that Bandai Namco creators of Dark Souls have like created is just incredible. You get these really shitty bosses that everyone, even the community, hates. Like, this is a shit boss, no one likes it because of this, and this. And then you get like the amazing bosses, which are a challenge, which people find really difficult to beat. They love the moveset, they love the atmosphere, the lore around it, everything to do with it. And you'll just see like all these boss rankings. And in the YouTube comments of all these boss rankings, trust me, I know, I've been there. You'll just see so much discussion. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone's like, how
so much salt.
You died 10 times to this boss? What? I beat it on my first try.
Yeah.
Or, what? This only took you your first try? This took me over 3 hours to beat. Or whatever.
Yeah. The community behind it has really fueled it, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. And on that note, we should talk about multiplayer.
So before we get too far with bosses, that there's a boss. I think it's in 2 or 3 or 1. I was playing with again Eddie, and there was a boss where you're in like a castle thing, and there's like one little priest. There's like a priest thing, and then you try to attack it, and it then splits off into like 50. Does that ring a bell? If it doesn't, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But that's like the one I remember beating on the first go.
Deacons of the Deep.
Yep, that one. Yep. Exactly. And I remember being told about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, beat on the first go! And you guys were like, shut the fuck up, that thing's awful.
Yeah, considered one of the easiest bosses.
Yeah. And I thought I was really good. You guys fucking shut me down. I was like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so, moving into the multiplayer.
Yep.
There are basically two sides of the Dark Souls multiplayer community.
Okay.
We'll have the Eddies.
And
then we'll have
the salt.
I don't know. I don't want to categorize it to it, but like the helpers.
Yeah.
Co-op. So co-op and arseholes.
Would you say the Arc Souls? Cut that out.
Shut up. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah. So you have this in Dark Souls. You have like multiplayer is just incredible. Nothing I've ever experienced before. You have people that can come into your world. You can summon them in. You can get invaded. So many like different it's so dense. The possibilities of multiplayer. Like even in Dark Souls 3, you can get invaded twice. You can have like 4 summons. You can have like up to 6 people in one game just fighting, mass out, all out brawl. I think
the most I've done is like 2v1.
Yeah. It's hard to get those 6 players. That's like caps out at 6 in Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2 Scholar, which is on the Xbox.
Scholar of Original Sin? Scholar of Sin?
First Sin.
Yeah, sorry.
But like in the Xbox version, you can't get... Yeah, this is like 4 players max.
Okay. So multiplayer, I think I've had like 1 or 2 experiences. It's fucking hard. Like to... Not like versus people, just like joining a game. Like, at least... Okay, I'm talking from the... I'm not a Dark Souls player. I'm not huge on it.
Which is a fair point. Definitely.
I feel like the barrier to entry to Dark Souls is very fucking high. If you don't have... Like, I had you and Eddie explaining it to me. If I didn't have that, I don't think I'd be into the game. Like, did you have someone to explain to you?
I actually had Eddie explain it to me.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like, Eddie probably had Will to explain it to him or some shit. Like...
YouTubers.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you need... I feel like the barrier to entry, you need someone explaining the steps by steps, because he explained the how to do multiplayer with me. He took me through all that, and I'm still confused.
Really convoluted process to get to joining with your friends. Dark Souls seems like Dark Souls doesn't want you to play with your friends. Pretty much, just like.
I feel like it's a single player game.
There are so many other community people. Play with the community. Don't play with your friends.
Okay.
As much of a single player experience is, but like
there's so much more.
Yeah. So we'll talk a bit more about the multiplayer. We'll talk about fucking arseholes in Dark Souls. Okay, I'm gonna take an example of Dark Souls 2, and I'm gonna say there's arenas where you can duel people.
Yeah.
These fucking arseholes use like cheap builds heaviest armor,
Okay.
high health, just pump all their stats into health.
Yeah.
Use like the cheapest weapon they could use with like massive hitboxes, whatever, and just exploit the game. You're just like, come on, I just want a fair fight.
Yeah. Get good.
Just mix up the build because you see so many builds. Just like people with the Dark Souls community who are familiar with it will understand like full Havels, fucking Saintier's Spear, or Red Eye and Twin Blade. You don't know any of this.
Yes, I agree.
But you just look at them and you're just like, oh, come on. I've seen this a million times. Anyone could use this and be successful.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
So you have those people.
I feel like when someone invades you in Dark Souls and they have no armor, no nothing, you're like, well, I'm fucked.
No armor.
Like if they have no armor, no like if they have the
That-
bare
they're
bones
normally
shit
a
and they
hacker.
look dumb as fuck, you're
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm fucked. Like he's got some OP weapon or some shit.
Yeah, those are usually like the veterans or the fucking larrikins, like me. I like stripping down.
Yeah,
going
the legends of the.
they try go for a parry, one shot people. It's good. But that takes a lot of skill to do. To be
Okay.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the next one?
So
Sorry, multiplayer.
we'll talk about multiplayer. What's your experience? You said you found a compelling difference between how you played with Eddie and how I played with you.
Eddie was a fuck. You
Yeah.
were a lot more helpful.
So explain how Eddie was a fuck. And this can happen in both co-op and the like
Okay. Yeah.
versus invasions.
I don't think I ever played versus. Like I'd kill, like he'd kill me more accurately, just like fucking around. But in co-op, it was very like. He was more like, okay, let's get this shit done, whereas you were like I don't think we've ever played co-op. I think you've just like sat behind me when we were playing, and you were like. You were more trying to get me into the game rather than playing with me, so you were like. Here's what this does. Here's what this does. This is why this is important. Please love this game. Whereas Eddie was like, "Fuck you, go to hell.
Yeah.
Eat shit. It's funny."
Prepare to die.
Yeah, like it's definitely two different experiences, but also it's pretty fun. Like I do think Dark Souls is fun. It just takes a lot of getting used to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, second point I want to move on to is the level design of this game.
I don't know much about
Of the games. So, Souls veterans will know Dark Souls 1 probably has better level design than Dark Souls 2 for sure.
Mhm.
You'll get a bonfire, and that is like a precious achievement. You're like, oh, finally a bonfire. After all this struggle, all these deaths, all these different enemies I've gone through, found a bonfire, can rest.
And knowing Dark Souls, you fall on it and then you die. And you start back at the beginning.
Mimic bonfires are fun. No, just kidding.
Fuck, are you
No,
kidding?
no.
I thought
that's
they
a
were
joke.
real. I was like, are you fucking kidding? No.
No. Bonfires, like working your way to a bonfire, understanding the level, working it out, because the game is littered with shortcuts, especially Dark Souls 1. So many shortcuts back to old bonfires. You're like, where does this? You'd be so far into a level, you're like, oh, I've got no more Estus. I don't know where I am. This is completely new. Where does this door go to? Or where does this elevator go to? What's this hidden wall?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It takes me back to the bonfire I was at 30 minutes ago just to get
See,
up
I
this
think
point.
that's what you showed me in 3. Like, we were playing and you went, blow that wall up. And I was like,
Yeah.
the fuck? I didn't even know you could.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, blow that wall up and it literally it saves you like 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Every time. And I'm like, I wouldn't have known that.
And on like a first playthrough, like these shortcuts are imperative because exploring the level in Dark Souls series in general is just so rewarding. You get these shortcuts, you get back to the bonfire, you skip out all the shit that you've been working through, and it's just great. It's a really good experience.
I'm assuming with Dark Souls, like with because I've played, like I've 100%ed every Lego game since fucking Lego Movie.
Lego game.
Fuck you.
I was kidding.
They're fun.
Try-
Lego Movie game was like
100%
the
Dark
first
Souls game.
Like, I'm assuming, like, in that sense, like all the Lego games, there's when you see something like you can spot things that can be interacted with. like to get a mini kit or to get a red brick or something like that. Like you can, when you play enough Lego games, you can spot those things and go, there's something there. I'm gonna try to interact with that and get whatever's behind it. I'm assuming it's the same with Dark Souls, or do you just like not know?
See, like you go through a first playthrough, not knowing like half the secrets there is, and you'll see like you'll go through as like a second playthrough, like I haven't explored this area as much as I would like to, and you go through, you're like, so this goes to there and this goes to there. I'm like, wow, this level design is great, especially in Dark Souls 1. The filing bonfire, the main bonfire, you see that?
I wouldn't know.
Dark Souls 1 is perfect. It's like an example of a game with perfect level design.
Okay.
There are so many different ways you can go from the starting area.
Okay.
Like there's 2, 3.
See that's what I don't like about games.
There's 6 different like areas you can go to from the beginning.
Okay, that's what I didn't like about.
All various different.
There's like different shit you can do everywhere. Yeah, that's what I didn't like about 2. That's what I don't like about those sorts of games. It's just a personal thing. I hate being handheld. I hate playing a whole game, being told what to do, when to do it. I like to explore, but I need that to a certain degree. I need like to walk over to like some NPC by a bonfire and then go, hey, there's a thing over northeast if you go there. And then I go do that thing over in the northeast and I come back to them and they go, well, since you did that, something in the south. Like I need to know.
Which is fair enough.
I don't want to play a game and then find out that I've done it in the wrong order and I've missed out on a story. Like I want to play it sequentially, and I want to play it. I want to get everything out of the game. Whereas in Dark Souls and a few other games, I feel like
you really have to dig to get.
You have to dig. You have to watch walkthroughs to get.
You don't necessarily have to watch.
You don't have to watch walkthroughs,
but it takes a lot longer.
Yeah. Like.
But it is more rewarding.
Yeah, like I feel like with Dark Souls, with a lot of other video games, I want to 100% it and know that I've done everything in that game. Whereas Dark Souls, I feel like if you 100% that game, or at least finish that game, you haven't done everything. There's still more shit you can do, which is a good thing, but it's a bad thing for me because I want to complete experience.
That is true about Dark Souls 2, but for Dark Souls 1, if you 100% the game, there is so much to do in order to get like this one achievement called Knight's Honor, where you have to get like every single rare weapon in the game.
Oh fuck!
You have to like, reaches.
Have you got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Fucking Jesus!
It took me a day. I had to do like a playthrough. I started a playthrough. I had to like complete the game 3 times over, like go into the new game 3 times over, just to get that achievement. Oh yeah, it took forever.
Fuck.
Because you have to. So bosses drop souls to make unique weapons.
Yeah. And
they only drop 1 soul per playthrough. And sometimes bosses' souls can make 2 different weapons. You have to get all those weapons.
Fucking hell.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you play through it again and again. Yeah.
God. Sounds... If you enjoy the game,
it's so much fun.
I reckon it'd be really fun.
Great time.
Hey, what was the last thing? Do you have one more thing?
I did.
Level
Law.
design. Law. Oh, okay, yep. So the legal behind the scenes stuff is what you're talking about. Mr. Law student. Sorry, go on.
Not law, literal law, like LORE.
I'm not a fucking...
Okay.
Sarcasm!
Okay. Law in Dark Souls, unlike other games, hidden, locked away. Whole YouTube video, like, channels devoted to finding out this law.
So like we were saying, community it's driven this game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Piecing together pieces of
like story
through. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of lore comes from item descriptions. So
from what, sorry?
Item descriptions. So each item has like a small paragraph about it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that turned me off because I'm like, I'm not reading this whole fucking thing.
And you can play the whole game. You can play the whole game and enjoy it, and you don't have to read a thing.
Okay.
Which I did for my first playthrough. So I was like, who the fuck cares? I'm just going to kill these bosses because it's rewarding. But after like going through it, watching YouTube videos, Varty video, amazing. And
shout out.
Yeah,
shout out to the food people.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to fuel that channel, man.
No, he's already massive. He's got like over 1 million.
Well, so do we not have. Go.
Yeah, so YouTubers and community members
Yeah, like it's
piece
a very
together
community game.
piece together like massive stories, like make 10-minute videos. Like they get this story from different items, just like the descriptions.
Yeah.
Just like trawling through little pieces of information. Like you play a game like Skyrim, and you sit in dialogue for about like up to 5 minutes, and they tell you everything what's going on. Like this is the whole story. Blah 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 blah. Whereas Dark Souls,
it's optional.
It is optional, definitely. You go up to an NPC and you're like, and they'll talk about some shit, some hidden shit, and you'll be like, what the fuck are they talking about? You make no sense. You fucking crackhead. Such as in the first game, right? The NPC you see right next to the bonfire is called Crestfallen Knight.
Okay.
And he was like, you need to ring 2 bells, one very high, one very low.
Okay.
And you would be like, bells? What the fuck is going on about? So, what the player does after like third boss ish, you ring a bell. You're like, oh, okay. I've rung 1 bell, and he said this guy was talking about 2 bells, so we're gonna ring another bell.
So there's obviously another bell.
So yeah, and you ring another bell, it opens up to the whole new area and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, from like, it's really cryptic and like hidden, but if you pay attention and you understand, like you really pay attention to what they're saying, you can get through the game pretty easily and also gain an understanding of lore.
Okay.
Also, like NPC quests in this, some of like the craziest stories you go on. Like you see the NPCs at the start of the game, and if you progress it right, if you do all the right steps, which is kind of hard to do, you'll see them at the end game and get rewards from them, like massive rewards from them, and you get also the reward from stories. So I'm going to talk about like one of the most popular NPCs in the game. It's called Solaire. He's the guy with like a sun on his chest.
Oh,
you've probably seen it everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen memes. Yeah. Praise the Lord. Praise the Sun, Lord.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Sun. Praise the Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a sun bro. As a, that's what the community calls him.
Okay, fair enough.
And people love that character so much. So like there are different paths that his character could take. Like he could die. You could end up fighting him because he goes hollow. You could end up summoning him for the final boss and being the final boss.
So he has like different endings.
And all these different NPCs have different endings.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And I'm focused on him because he's the most popular one.
Yeah.
So, one of the... How do I put this? One of the most, like, craziest things that's come from, like, his character is all these fan fictions about it, right? Like, people are like, who is this guy? Oh, he's the main boss's son or whatever. And like, whoa, this is crazy and everything. And it's
all linking together.
And he's such a, like, lovable character.
Okay,
like,
yeah, that's cool.
Oh, hello there.
That's pretty cool. No, yeah, I like that about games. I like it when games can fuel their own conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
And Dark Souls is the key to that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what else? Is that it, or?
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
That's pretty much it. Like, that's the main key factors of why I really enjoy the game.
Fair enough. I can see why people would like it.
It's, yeah.
I'm just not... not good enough.
How I consider is like, you have to give it like 100 hours for your first playthrough.
Oh, dude, I'm completing Lego games in like 40 hours. I'm like giving 100 hours to a game.
Okay, just consider it like it's okay. You could probably do 80. 80 would be.
That's not better.
80 would be more, just consider it. It's 2 Lego games. It's 2 Lego games.
But fuck me.
Yeah. So and it's like infinitesimally. What's the fucking word?
What do you want?
Way more rewarding than any Lego.
Okay. I don't know about that. It probably is.
Oh, for sure, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. So that's it?
Yeah, so hopefully this convinces you to give Dark Souls another chance.
It doesn't, but I'll probably play it drunk next time.
Not drunk. Under heavy supervision.
Heavy adult supervision.
I'll have a gun to your head.
AKA you're the adult.
I'll be like, play. Play.
Sweet. Okay.
Alright.
Did you know that you could piss us off at Twitter? We don't have one yet, but I'm probably gonna make one soon.
What's Twitter?
You're spastic.